हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। आई होप आप सब लोग ठीक होंगे। सो दिस इज़ मार्च 11th करंट अफेयर्स फॉर बोथ योर ग्रुप 1 मेंस and UPSC and TSPSC MCQ based examinations. So the first one is about DEET. We will extract the information from this particular article. DEET is your Digital Employment Exchange of Telangana. It is an AI based job search engine. It is first of its kind initiative where you can find job. Okay, so this is about your DEET. It is like a digitized employment exchange that has been developed by the government of Telangana. Next news is about our high-tech scanners that have been installed at all airports by CISF. CISF is your Central Industrial Security Force. ये paramilitary force है. बाकी भी paramilitary forces के बारे में आप जानकारी हासिल कर सकते हैं. But the question as an MCQ that can is this, that CISF is going to organize its raising day फर्स्ट टाइम आउटसाइड NCR, ठीक है, दिल्ली रीजन के बाहर नीसा में, दैट इज़ योर नेशनल इंडस्ट्रियल सिक्योरिटी एकेडमी इन हैदराबाद. सो फर्स्ट टाइम CISF is going to organize its raising day at NISA. So this becomes an important objective question. Next up we have in the road infrastructure, National Highway Authority of India. It is going to lay 63 kilometer 4-lane road in Telangana, which is going to cross reach Maharashtra border. तो छत्तीसगढ़ से महाराष्ट्र तक. So here what becomes important is the districts that are touching these both states. Okay, Chhattisgarh and your Maharashtra on the left side. So which districts touch the adjoining states? इस तरह से questions पूछे जा सकते हैं. And this expressway is named as your Hyderabad Raipur Economic Corridor or Hyderabad Raipur Expressway. So Raipur is in your Chhattisgarh district, and till Gadchiroli we are having a 4-lane road that is being constructed. We don't have to bother about which places it is going to cross. All that we are concerned about the districts that touch the adjoining districts. Next up we have about the Gandhari Fort of Telangana. So there are several forts that we study: the Warangal Fort, the Golconda Fort, okay, then Vanaparti, etc. There are several forts. So what is unique about this Gandhari Fort? It is that the Naikpur tribals, they celebrate a annual fair, a jatra kind of a thing, that they reach the Gandhari Fort, which is located on the banks of Godavari. Again, here becomes important is the pilgrimage sites that are located on Godavari, which is Bhadrachalam, etc. Right? And which tribe performs fair at the Gandhari festival is your Naikpur tribes. Additional information is about the that this particular region of Gandhari, which is also called as Kandarpura in the ancient times, it was ruled by the post Satavahana kings, also the Pallava king Anandavarma. Also, it is said to believe that Kakatiyas have been migrated from this Kandarpura itself. Further, after Kakatiyas, we have Padmanayaka kings that also undertook several constructions to be held in the fort. Now we have, and why do these Naikpur tribals reach the Gandhari fort? Because they believe that Gandhari is the place, or Gandhari is the Peddamma, which is like an elder mother to Lord Bhimana, whom they worship. Bhim is the second of the Pandava brothers. Now further details about the fort itself, the rock cut fort, Gandhari fort. We have a Medi Cheru, a tank that has been the fort that has been surrounded by this particular tank. We also have a rock cut canal which runs from the Medi Cheru to the Jidikota valley. Further we have a Bhairava sculpture, and there are two structural temples over there of Maisamma, right? And then the chief temple, the main temple of this particular fort is the Naga Sheshuni Gudi. It is a Naga or a snake lord temple. Okay, it is decorated by Dwarpalas and Jalis in the Antarala, that is the corridor sort of a thing, and the sculpture is of a 7-hooded Naga. Okay, 7-hooded Naga is sculpted over there, and that Naga or that snake is holding a shivling. So this kind of a unique sculpture can be witnessed at this particular fort. And this particular Naga Seshuni Gudi is pinnacled by a Shikhara. Okay, Shikhara, if you have read temple architecture, you will be able to relate. Further, there is also an sculpture of Lord Hanuman that has been engraved, and along with it we have a Telugu inscription that we have found on the right side of this particular Lord Hanuman's engravement. So this is about your Gandhari Fort. Such ancient Telangana or art and culture society of Telangana questions, a lot of questions are expected. So have a note of all the forts. If you want me to make a video on the forts of Telangana, do let me know in the comments. I will do the same. Next up, we have a news item that says that Karkatia Zoo Park is going to get a tiger enclosure, and this is to be done by the State Forest Department. It is urging the Central Zoo Authority to upgrade this particular zoo park. So at present, we have that Karkatia is categorized as a small zoo park, right? And they are wanting that it should be upgraded to a medium zoo park and also attach a tiger enclosure to it. Next is about the new cohort of T-Hub, that is your technology hub. It is Lab 32 program, under which they are launching a cohort 10. Again, it is related to your new business models and entrepreneurship. It has also, that is T-Hub has also hosted a scale-up summit that is bringing all the startup founders together and building the ecosystem for the entrepreneurs. So all you have to remember is this particular Lab 32 program is related to what? It is related to T-Hub, and another object of this Lab 32 is your cohort 10 that has been launched. Also, the scale-up summit has been launched by T-Hub itself. And further details about T-Hub in your socio-economic outlook you will find. I have also made videos on socio-economic outlook. I will continue the same. So that series will also be beneficial for your MCQ based examinations. Next up, we have an article on INS Vikran. Now this is also a very, very important topic in science and tech. It is the India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, and it weighs 45 ton, and the cost of it is 20,000 crores. So such trivial facts can be asked as statement based MCQ questions. Next, we have that news that fire has been broken out in the waste treatment plant in Kochi. So here we can relate to industrial disasters. Okay, that is what you can talk about here. How industrial disasters are there and what are those, etc. Or different types of disaster is what we can fetch a question from this particular article. Further, we have a statement given by our President Draupadi Murmu about Jawaharlal Nehru University, that is JNU. The main point over here is that it was established in 1969. That is centenary celebration of Mahatma Gandhi. So that means Gandhiji was born in 1869 at Porbandar. Also, that JNU is situated in Aravali Hills. Now, on a private organization, any question is not expected, but what you can derive from here is that it was set up in so and so year and the birth date of Gandhiji. Next, we have about an indigenous knowledge system, this Mali Hill range, which is in Odisha. We find a lot of herbal medicines which have been used by traditional doctors, which are not qualified doctors, but they treat through the traditional medicines, and they have even cured diseases like Guillain-Barre syndrome and paralysis. So this is about that. And what is important over here is that this particular Mali Hill range is in Odisha, in the Koraput district, where we find traditional medicines. Okay, and yesterday we had seen about the tropical rainforests, which are world's medicine center, right? So because we have a lot of herbal medicines and herbs that can cure a lot of diseases in these particular regions, so we have to try and protect these particular resources. Another term that is important here is the Disharis. Disharis are the traditional healers of your Odisha region, and they have collectively started a Sri Gupteshwar Herbal Medicine and Traditional Technology Research Center or Institute in 2000. Now we don't have to again talk about this particular institute as such, but what we are concerned is about the Mali Hill range. Next up, again we have that our industrial output has been growing to 5.2% in January, and our power, mining and manufacturing, all the sectors are performing